Joe Biden jumping out to a 9-point lead on President Trump in our CNBC All-America Economic Survey. But President Trump still leads on the critical issue of the economy. Let's go through it here. What you see is that compared to our April survey, President Trump fell by 1 point, and former Vice President Joe Biden increased his support by 3 points in the head-to-head there. So a 5-point lead has now become a 9-point lead. This surge comes amid concern over the economy, concern over wages, and obviously concern over the coronavirus. We'll talk more about that in a second. But let's take a look at the issues that we asked about. We said, which candidate has the best policies for the following issues? You can see the one that the president leads on is the economy, and that's a 6-point lead over Biden. But immigration and dealing with China and foreign policy that seem to have been marquee issues for the president. The first two there are within the margin of error. So Biden doesn't have a real lead there, but certainly the president is not dominating. Biden starts to dominate on police reform, on dealing with the coronavirus, on health care, and a 25-point lead on dealing with policies for racial equality. What happened to the president with his approval rating is he got a bump from April that our pollsters, both Democrat and Republicans, pollsters we have, attributed really to a rally around the flag phenomenon that happened around when the coronavirus crisis hit and was hardest. Now he's back to pretty much where he was, except for he's real close to some of his worst levels with a 52% disapproval rating and a 39% approval rating. And it's not terribly different from where it was, but really he lost the bump that he had around the coronavirus. Part of what's happening internally in the head-to-head is Biden consolidating his base. He had gains among young people, 18 to 34. Maybe the Bernie supporters came over. Democrats, he had gains in Democrats, so he's consolidating his base. But one issue for the president here is what happened with independents, and this is worth a closer look. Watch what happened here. The president's approval rating among independents declined from 37% to 26%. Follow the orange bar there. But what happened? They did not go over to Biden, who maintained a 31% support from independents. Those independents who left Trump went over into the undecided columns. That's something worth watching. Still makes this very much a horse race 5 months out. Just a couple quick facts on the economy. 29% say it's good or excellent. That's down from over 50% back in December. 60% say there will be no full recovery for a year or longer from the coronavirus, up from 52% in April. And then maybe one of the more worrisome numbers, 31%, only 31% see their wages increasing in the next year. Back in December, it was 50%. So people are going to be nervous about their wages. And we'll see, guys, does the president, is he able to make this about the economy, which is where his strength is, or is it about the coronavirus, health care, and some of the other issues the public is talking about? That's ultimately what might determine this race.